Hi guys, it's Chako-chan. 皆さんこんにちは、Chako-chan です。Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about 5 habits that I picked up in Japan. Now, there's actually way more than 5 habits that I picked up while living here over the years. But today I thought I would just cover the top 5 that I think are the most unique and like the biggest ones. So now in Japan, people here have very particular habits, just as in any other culture in the world. But I think the ones in Japan are particularly unique and interesting, so I wanted to cover those today because they've also changed my life and I think improved it in some ways, or certain ones have anyway. So I'm gonna start from 5 and work my way down to number 1. So number 5, doing a peace sign when taking a photo. Now, I can't even really remember exactly when I started doing this, but I had always kind of known even before coming to Japan that people make a peace sign when they take a photo. And so when I first came here as a student back in 2009, when we would travel with friends to go places, everybody would like start making a peace sign in the picture. And like I'd be looking around and like it's kind of awkward if you're not doing it too. So it kind of is like contagious. It's like you feel like you have to do it too. It's like social pressure or something. Interestingly, doing some research, I found out that making a V sign or a peace sign became really big in Japan in the late 1960s because of the hippie movement that was happening in the United States. The peace sign, or the V sign they sometimes call it, was a big symbol for the hippie movement. The Vietnam War was going on, so a lot of people were protesting, and this became a symbol for them. It was a symbol of opposition to the war, basically. But for some reason, Japanese people maybe mistook that or misconstrued it because there was a hippie movement that was also growing in Japan as well, just being influenced by overseas culture. And especially in Shinjuku in Tokyo, there were a lot of these hippie people that would gather together and they would dress up in wild colors and interesting designs. And this is where we first started to see the peace sign being used in pictures. Then over the years, it just gradually spread out into the mainstream culture here. And now basically everybody does that. And so now I just automatically do the peace sign when taking like a selfie or pictures with friends. So I just thought that was interesting. So now let's move on to my next habit. Number 4, doing laundry every day. So in America, our washing machines are pretty large and they can fit a ton of stuff in them. So usually Americans don't do laundry so often, maybe like once or twice a week, or maybe they can go longer without having to do laundry if you're living alone or if you're just like a couple or something. And also we have like a dryer. So laundry can be done pretty quickly and efficiently in American households. And you can wash a large volume of things. But in Japan, our washing machines are pretty small. I think mine can hold like 58 liters is the max of water. So basically, for a family of 4 of us, especially with 2 kids that get dirty a lot, we go through a lot of laundry and like literally we would run out of clothes or we wouldn't have enough space to do our laundry if we were to wait like to do it at the end of the week or like once a week or something. So basically I do laundry every day. I guess most families here do that as well. When I was a teacher, I was always surprised because I had this one student who would wear the same socks every day. And I remember I asked his mom, like, oh, does he just have like many pairs of that socks? And she's like, oh no, I just wash them every day and they dry overnight and then he wears them because they're his favorites. So I was pretty shocked by that. And that's when I learned that it's pretty typical and common to do laundry every day here. Number 3, taking a bath every day and or night. So in Japan, they love their ofuro here. Bath culture is pretty widespread and common, and most houses and apartments come with a bathtub in it. And a lot of the time, the baths will also come with like a heater, so you can reheat the bath water and save it for other family members, which is what we do here in our house. In America, it's not so common to take baths every day. It's kind of more considered like a sort of a luxury thing. I think people don't have a lot of time to take baths. And also our bathtubs are a lot longer and more shallow. So it's not really efficient to like heat up your body, which is why Japanese people do it. Yeah, it's not really like a big thing in America. We don't have like these deep soaker tubs. I mean, some people might take baths, like a bubble bath or like a salt bath or something. But the tubs are not really so great for soaking in for a long time. And also they don't have the culture in America where the families would share bath water. So it wastes a lot of water, or uses a lot of water per bath, and we don't have a way to reheat it to kind of save and conserve water and energy. But here in Japan, that's not the case. Everybody takes a bath here basically, and I love it. It's a great way to relax and sort of wind down from the day and warm up, especially in the winter months. And there are lots of bath products here, like salts and powders and like bath bombs and things you can add to the bath to add some therapeutic and healing elements as well. So it's really a great way to like get your blood circulating, heat your body up, and get clean at the same time. So now moving on to number 2, using chopsticks to eat basically everything. Before I came to Japan, I knew how to use chopsticks, but I never really knew how many useful ways there were to eat with chopsticks. For example, some of my favorite ways to eat with chopsticks, besides eating like regular Japanese foods like rice or other dishes, is eat salads. It's so much easier to pick up little bits of like lettuces and other like toppings on a salad with chopsticks than trying to use it with a fork. I'm always struggling to like stab something and like pick it up efficiently. But with chopsticks, you can be really direct and grab things really easily. Also, potato chips and other chips and snacks out of packages. Who wants to get their hands dirty, right? Like sticking your hand into a bag of chips, you always get so greasy and oily. But if you use chopsticks, you can avoid all of that and save yourself having to wash your hands every 2 minutes when you're eating chips or something. So yeah, it's really efficient. So I really love to use chopsticks to eat basically all kinds of food, and I would never go back. And finally, let's get to number 1. My number 1 most interesting and unique habit that I picked up in Japan is using strange sounds to kind of fill up the space in a conversation or when I'm doing something, like especially doing something difficult, like lifting something. I'll often go, yoisho, like when I'm trying to pick up a heavy child or something, or a box, or other things like if someone's asking me a question, I'll go, nandaru na, or something like that. Or if I am trying to think of an answer when someone asks me a question, I might go, nandaru, something like that. And also, for example, if someone tells me a fact that I've never heard before, or some information that's like kind of strange and I'm not sure what to say, I'll often go, hey, so nanda, hey, omoshirai na, or something like that. Or when I'm shocked, I'll go, hey, or hey, or kya, if I'm surprised or scared. And so we never have sounds like that in English conversation, but I find that I often will use them even when I'm speaking English. Like, it's just kind of a habit that I picked up here. And so yeah, it's just interesting to have words that like you can use when you're not really sure what else to say. So what do you think of those 5 habits? If you're a foreigner that's living in Japan or has lived in Japan in the past, what are some weird habits that you've picked up there? If you're Japanese and you live abroad, are there any habits that you picked up where you're currently living or where you used to live that you still do now? If you guys liked this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below. And if you want to hear some more interesting habits that I've picked up in Japan, I might make a part 2 video. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Mata ne!
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. So until next time, bye!